able to move the ball a little bit on the ground in the second half. Is that, how concerning is that? Or at that point in the game when you guys had the kind of lead that you did, they're sacrificing time in an effort to move the ball. Are you almost okay with some of those yards?
I mean, at the end of the day, you just want to win the game. And, I feel like we had the momentum for the most part, about 85% of the game. I've been in the league 12 years, and, sometimes, things just happen. Like, you want to just keep them to 15 yards a game, like every game, but, sometimes they, figure some stuff out. Sometimes, they're prepared. They were prepared today. They came ready to play. Run game was open for them. I was shocked. Me personally, I was shocked that they ran the ball so much. They had Aaron Rodgers, and I was just, by previous bouts, I was just expecting him to, have a little bit more control. So I was kind of anticipating him, passing the ball a little bit more, and they just kept running and running and running. And I think, for me personally, it just caught me off guard, and I had like some lanes open where they could run the ball and stuff because, I was just playing the pass. I'm looking at the scoreboard, and I'm seeing that we're up by 17 points, and it's 2 minutes left in the third quarter, and I'm thinking that they got to start passing the ball soon, but nope, they just kept running and they ran the ball well, and it was just a weird feeling because you want to go out there and you want to blow teams out, and we're so used to blowing teams out, but a win is a win, and I'm grateful for each and every win that we get. It was a great team win today. Offense played well. Other than the run game today, I feel like we played well. Just stack it up in the dub column, and we just keep moving.
It seemed like they didn't want to get blown out. It almost seemed that way. Like they were.
I don't know. I was taken back a little bit because I'm like, hey, I got to pass the ball, don't y'all? Like, that's just me. Of course I want to get sacks and I want to rush the passer and I want to do all this stuff. So I was like, okay, they got to start passing the ball But nope, they just kept on running. I even asked Aaron Rodgers, like, on that 4th and 1, I was like, hey, y'all not going to drop back and pass the ball? I'm not going to tell you what he said because that's my guy. I don't want to, get anything started. But, I was just, it was a shocker for me personally.
Your quarterback walks in and says, I made mistakes. I got a bad taste in my mouth. He takes ownership no matter what he does for you. Not every guy around the league, it seems, always does that. How important is it with the team when a guy like Josh takes that ownership when he doesn't think he played to his standard?
That's Josh, man. He's a true competitor. He wants to be perfect each and every time that he goes out there, and he did enough to win for us today. He made some great plays, ran the ball, played tough, found some open receivers in a stingy, Packers secondary. It's just the league. You want to go out there and play, great games, but at the end of the day, it's all about dubs, and that's what we got today. I think, by the last couple of games that we had, we're kind of spoiled. Like, you just want to, put your foot on guys' necks and go for 40 points every game. But, the reality of it is, you just want to get the win. You just want to get the win. You want to be grateful with wins because it's not like this for every team in the National Football League. And we've got a great team. We did some uncharacteristic things today, but we're still able to get the win. And we'll debrief tomorrow, and we'll figure it out, and, we'll move on to a really good Jets team.
What does it say about this team, the fact that, as you just mentioned, you guys have found ways to win all different ways, blowing out teams, coming back, this game? What does that say that you guys have found a way to win in all different types of ways?
It shows you the type of character that we got in the locker room. It shows you the type of character that we got leading the ship from the front office to, the coaches. Everything's not going to be pretty. Nobody was pointing fingers. Nobody was going crazy, throwing helmets and breaking tablets or none of that stuff. Like, we just, took the medicine and just kept it moving. We were able to get the win. Like I said, you just get so used to playing the games how we normally play it. But at the end of the day, you just want to get the win, and that's what we did. And we just got to debrief, look at the things that we did well this game, look at the things that we didn't do so well, and, fix those and just keep on moving.
Steph said that this was the most trash talk he's had in any game. I know you mentioned one thing you said to Rodgers. What was it like on your side of the ball?
Nope, I didn't get any trash talk on my side. Nope. I know a lot of these guys. Nope, no trash talk. I talked about, ask guys about their kids and, ask them about the family and, ask them how they're doing. That's just me. I've been knowing these guys. I'm not on their team or anything like that, but Bakhtiari, I've been knowing him since he came into the league. And Aaron Jones and all of these guys, you just got a mutual respect for these guys. So, nope, no trash talk. On my end, we talked about family, kids, holidays, what kids gonna dress up for Halloween and, do all of that stuff. I don't think guys want to trash talk me anyway. I'm already out there, with my hair on fire. I don't think guys want to, rev us up or get us to play at a level that we wouldn't normally play at. So, no, I don't really get any trash talk. I usually just talk, how guys are doing, where's the mindset at. It's funny because whenever we had those breaks in between plays and you get a moment to talk to guys, it doesn't even feel like I'm in a football game. Like, it just feels like I'm catching up with one of my buddies, asking them about their kids, asking about the family, how's wifey doing, how's mom and dad, and that's what makes the leagues great when you have great relationships with great guys in this league, and then right after that you turn it on and you go back to battling. So that's how it is for me.
Is that some psychology that you're working on those guys?
I try to. I try to work all my ways. Those guys like to hold and stuff. So if I can soften them up a little bit, that'd be good too. And, but at the end of the day, man, I genuinely care for all the colleagues, all of my colleagues around the NFL, especially the ones that I built relationships with. This is a hard business. It is a hard business. It's hard on the body. It's mentally draining as well. I just want to let guys know that I genuinely care about them. And then you just shut that off and go back to playing football.
What is Valor being for Halloween for Shane?
Oh, Valor's gonna be a baby chicken. Yeah, he's gonna be a baby chicken. I got my chicken farm, Greener Pastures chicken, and he's just gonna be a little cute baby chicken. I don't even use that word cute unless it's talking about my son or like babies and stuff. I just started using it like probably a year ago when he was born. But when you look at him, it's just like, oh, he's so cute, I never really said that until like I'm 33 years old. But he's gonna be a little cute baby chicken.
I thought that was important, so I What did you make of Tim Settle's game, though, tonight?
Oh, yeah, Tim played incredible. The crazy thing is, on a serious note, I'm focused on everybody's mindset coming into these games. Each and every week, whether it's the Green Bay Packers or whoever it may be, I'm all about positive talk. I'm all about positive self-talk and really speaking things into existence. Not just saying things, but actually having a wholehearted belief in the things that we say. And we watch the things that we say in and out the locker room. I'm so sensitive to negativity, and guys say we can't do this. I'm quick to cut that off right there. And back to Tim, we came in on Wednesday. He was like, man, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna get a sack. I'm gonna pop it off this week. He said, I'm gonna be the one to get a sack. And then the crazy thing about it, Shaq Lawson said that 2 weeks ago versus the Chiefs. So just because you say things or you say we're gonna blow guys out, it doesn't always happen, but it feels good when you can point out the positive things that people say early in the week and it actually happens. Because those are the things that's going to take us, deep into the playoffs, and those are the things that eventually, help us win a championship. Positive self-talk and the way you talk about your game and the way you talk to your teammates about the way they play. And, Tim has said at the beginning of the week, said it's time for me to turn up. He had a great week on Wednesday. He had a great practice on Wednesday. He had a great practice on Thursday. And he was like, it's time for me to turn up. It's time for me to make plays. It's time for me to get a sack. And not only did he get the first sack of the game, but he caused the interception too. And he had a great game today. And it's just great. It's a great feeling. I feel like a proud brother. Whenever you see, your guys really accept the mindset and the teachings that you tell them, and they make it their own.
So Von, how does that play in when you're talking about composure, when maybe some of the trash talks get into a level where it can turn negative?
Who do trash talks? I don't.
Offensive side of the ball. With
sometimes you can only control what you can control, and
That's what I'm asking.
so I'm not out there, but I do my best to, I can only control what I can control, and those guys know too. We already had so many talks about positive self-talk, and sometimes it just takes things to happen to know like I can't do that, and I'd rather learn these lessons now than deep into the playoffs or in crucial games at the end of the season.
What do you think of them celebrating down 17 points, their defense?
Who celebrated?
the Packers.
They did when they got
Run
interception.
into the end zone, you didn't see
That's
that?
what you do when you get an interception. Like, it doesn't matter if
It's the crusty old guys think, oh, you don't do
No,
that, you don't
you know,
do
in
that.
today's game, that's just what you do. Whenever you get a turnover, like you run to the end zone and you take pictures and you pose and, you celebrate. It's so hard to get turnovers as well. It doesn't matter what the score is. As a matter of fact, when Matt Milano scored when he got his interception, I tried to run to the end zone, but then I was like, no, I'm just gonna curve it off, and I'm gonna save my energy for when it's time. So, it is a hard, very hard league. It's a very hard sport. And whenever you have success, that's what you do. You turn it with your guys, and you never know. That could be the catalyst to change the game around. So, whenever guys are making plays, like, I'm okay with that. It just lets us know that we have to go make plays as well. And that's exactly, what we did. They had their interception, and we followed up with another interception as well.
Milano was so close to 2 picks. What did you think of his game tonight, and how excited were you for him when he finally got his?
Man, that is the real 5'8". He is the real deal. I knew a guy in Denver that wore the same number, 5'8". But this 5'8" here, the Buffalo Bills, is the real deal, man. And I'm so it's an honor and a privilege to be in a locker room with a guy. I see the way he works each and every day. He's a cool guy. I love hanging around him. And it's all it just means more whenever the good guys have success. And Matt Milano is one of the good guys, man, and it's an honor and a privilege to be his teammate. It's an honor and a privilege to be all these guys' teammates, from Tremaine and Matt Milano and Tyrell Dodson and all these guys. Everybody puts their best foot forward, man, and whenever you get guys that have success like that, it feels good.